right now it's just me and Mommy. Well, technically Daddy. That's the person who is holding the camera. And right now we're making cornbread, Southern style cornbread from the Angelica Home Kitchen book.
Good job.
And I just put 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of cornmeal into this.
There's something special about this recipe. Does this recipe have milk in it? Does it have eggs in it?
No,
Does it have meat in it? So what kind of cornbread is it?
Vegan?
Vegan cornbread. So we had some requests for vegan stuff. I tend to cook a little bit more that way. And so we are just having an afternoon break and making some cornbread. So say again what's in here. How much cornmeal?
In this bowl there is 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of cornmeal.
Yeah. We adapt the recipe a little bit. The recipe calls for half a cup of whole wheat pastry flour, half a cup of unbleached flour. We have only unbleached flour at our store, so we're just using a cup of unbleached flour.
And it also says a couple cups of minced scallions, which we do not do.
We don't. It would be delicious. I've had it that way before, and it is delicious. Thank you for pointing that out. The kids don't love it, so we skip it. Okay. Now what's the next thing?
It says 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Just like that. Ah, nice. So that's how many?
1.
How many do you mean?
2.
Nice. And scrape it. Scrape it. Flatten. Yeah. And in it goes. Perfect. Okay, that's done. I'll take that off your hands. What's the next ingredient?
The next ingredient is, besides minced scallions, 1 cup of soy milk.
We don't have soy milk, so we're going to use coconut milk.
And
go ahead.
we've been doing this for a long time, and it's delicious. Like, when we first made it, it was great. The second time, it got a little undercooked, and then a little bit overcooked. And this time,
It's a cornbread confessionals here this afternoon. Okay, ready? So one cup. Do you see the 1 line right there?
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. It's 4 cups.
And we can always portion out.
We can. Prefer not, but let's try to. And if you want to, and I can top it off if you're feeling good. You might need the other one. Yeah, do we need the other one? Oh, wait. Yeah, just a little bit of the other one. Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Got it. Just giving this tiny shake.
It's a pretty flexible recipe for whatever vegan milk you like. We might have an invasion, almost 4-year-old invasion. Should I top it off then, since this is the heavy one? Okay. Okay, and 1.
Put it.
What did the directions say?
It says, whisk together the corn and whole wheat pastry flour on the beach white baking powder. It doesn't say no.
Right. So the first instruction is to whisk together the dry ingredients. This is what we're doing now. What Emmy is doing now.
Theo might come down.
He might. This might get a little chaotic in just a moment.
We can tell him that right now if the job's up. The job, we'll have a job for you as soon as we can.
Yes, I think that's very wise.
So he can wait.
You got it. Okay, so you're whisking that, all the dry ingredients together. Oh, a separate mixing bowl. And sometimes I like to do it in here. I get a little tricky because we have a 2-cup thing, and so I don't like to do it separately and dirty another dish. You don't want to know what's in our sink right now. There's a lot of dishes in there. You're not coming over, so it's not your concern.
Yeah.
Not because we don't want you to.
Tammy says, what a treat on a gloomy day.
Nice.
And Grandma Donna is watching too.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yay. All right. So we've got, how much?
Good luck at Animal Crossing to Grandma Donna.
That's been our quarantine mother-daughter indulgence also. Okay. How much olive oil do I need?
We need 1/4
1/4?
cup of olive oil.
So I want to do this tricky thing. I'm going to pour olive oil in until we get to 1/4.
Grandma Phyllis says looking good.
Oh, nice.
We've got two grandmothers.
We got 2 grandmothers. So, and this way I save myself. Uh-oh, I hear screaming.
You guys are good on the frame. I'm not going to turn the phone around.
Thank you
I'll
so
be back.
much. The other thing we're going to make with this today is we will make a something that I really like with the cornbread.
Miso tahini spread.
Is miso tahini spread, also from the same book. It's delicious. It's just this wonderful thing, and it's very good. The cornbread's a little sweet, and so it's this really lovely thing with the cornbread. Okay, how much maple syrup do I need?
We need 1 cup. What? 1/4.
1/4 of a cup. So it's going to go from 1/4 to 1/2. Okay. So now I'm going to do this.
I'll watch 2 hours. Stop.
Beautiful. Okay. What does it want me to do? Does it want me to mix up the wet ingredients before we put it in?
Let me see. In a separate mixing bowl, combine the soy milk, olive oil, and maple syrup with sea salt.
Okay, so I'm going to, oh, how much salt?
We need one whole teaspoon of sea salt.
1/2 is how much?
1/2.
1/2. Beautiful job. Okay.
Can I do it?
Yes, definitely. I'm looking for 1/2 for you. Okay. Does that look like 1/2? Do you want to read it and make sure that's 1/2?
This is 1/2 teaspoon.
Okay. So
I just like to do
tap it off a little bit just so that it's a little. Oh, nice technique, Em. And then you're gonna put it in here. Great. Okay. Now we're gonna have to do the procedure. You gotta hold on because I need something from this drawer.
Yeah.
This is how we do it. Wait, you're gonna hold on to me? Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is how we do it. Hold on. And sometimes we need to get in this drawer. It doesn't have what I'm looking for right now. Good job. That's how we do it. Okay. Let's try it with our whisk. Do you mind if I whisk the wet ingredients? Okay.
Whoa. Like, whoa. Definitely something.
Does that look right to you, Em?
Yeah.
Does it look like it's all combined in there?
Let me see. I think it's pretty combined. Yeah.
All right.
Can I smell? Smells like uncooked cornbread.
Okay, and we're going to combine the wet and dry ingredients. Do you want to gently pour that in there?
Gently?
Yep.
Why do we have to do it gently?
So it doesn't splash everywhere and splatter the cornbread around. It's really just to minimize the mess a
Can I?
little bit. Yes, you may. How are you going to do? You going to go from underneath?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Not too strong at first, right? Because it go flying everywhere. Oh, nicely done. Want me to hold it for you?
Yes.
Okay. Great. So the other thing that's happening in the kitchen at the moment is that we have been working with a pre-ferment bread so we can save on some of our yeasts. We only have a little bit of yeast and the stores haven't had much of it. So in just a few minutes, I'm going to take out a very, very hot Dutch oven and put our first loaf in there. Stores have also not had much bread, so this has been our toast bread for the morning. The Dutch oven is that big pot that we use for like chicken and rice, and it's looking really good, Em. It's getting them in like over the side here. Emmy's doing a great job, really getting into it. You can see she's stirring away here.
I'd like to scrape down a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to be just throwing something up that's always
We might switch jobs for a minute. Do you want to butter the dish?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, here it is. So we use
I know how to do it.
butter is not Leslie's or my friend. It just doesn't. We don't digest it very well. So we use, hence the vegan cornbread. We use Earth Balance, and Earth Balance has these baking sticks that come in these really convenient sticks. This is our one for buttering dishes. We have a special one. Okay, so we switch, and you're gonna rub it all in the corners,
I'm
right? Well, we're just gonna switch this way.
Oh.
I'm just gonna give you that. No need to move.
I've watched
Okay.
people do this show.
Squishy.
Especially Theo. So, yeah, I mostly know.
Beautiful. Get it right in those corners. Right, you can really push it in there.
You can really push.
Yes, you can really push it down. You can really push it down, and you can push it in those corners and all along the edges.
Like that?
Yep. Oh, nice. Yeah. See how you can see how in there you're really getting it in there. Yes. Lovely.
I am not a fan of getting my hands dirty, so.
True story. So she's being brave right now, is what you're hearing. Okay. While you're doing that, Emmy, I am going to get our mitts here. And this part you can't do. It's such a hot Dutch oven, right?
I know. Just don't get it near me.
I will not get it.
That's my only concern.
All right.
Oh, I
Here's
just
the
feel
Dutch
like I'm
oven.
over here.
Okay. It's very hot. You open it up. I don't know if you can see me, but here I am.
Mommy is opening up a Dutch wrap.
Huh?
Blue Dutch oven?
Yeah.
Calls for 2 Dutch ovens.
It does. Okay. I put some of this flour along the edge.
How am I
I watched a
doing?
bunch of videos about this. So I put a little flour along the edge so it'll come out easily.
How am I doing, Mama? I also got by accident a bit on the side, like on the side, but that's
Oh no, get it all the way on the sides. That's just the right thing. Great job. Okay, I'm
like
going
up to
to
the
put,
top.
I'm putting the first loaf in here.
Because
Second
also
loaf
it
is in the
was-
fridge. First loaf goes in. I win. In there. This is going fine. I'm going to cover it up.
Look, I'm lying.
Aha, there we go.
I'm Mr. Butterpants.
All right, here it goes. Okay, Google, set the timer for 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes. Starting now.
So that bread, we made a poolish overnight, which is
You don't
half
have
water.
to use Google for the timer.
It's true. We made a poolish overnight, which is half water, half flour, and a little bit of yeast, and you just let it go all night, and then you wake up in the morning and you add more flour and a little more yeast and salt. Nicely done.
Jane.
And then
Jane won't do it to
it goes through several processes. It's from the water, flour, salt, yeast book. And we've been experimenting it, and it makes toast that the children will eat,
Look,
which is exciting.
I
Yes.
made a line with a chain,
Oh.
and then go.
I usually don't make art when I'm buttering a dish, but I really appreciate where you're taking that. Okay, are you ready for to put this in? Do you want Mama to do it?
Yeah,
You want to put this in?
Yeah.
Okay.
can you take it?
Yes, I can. Put it over here. All right. Should I hold it for you while you scoop it
Yeah.
out? Okay. Nice. I'm going to turn it over here so people can see. So we're scooping it out. Oops. Oh, so don't slip. I don't want to be covered in cornbread. I love this cornbread, but I don't necessarily want to wear it.
Unless it's a dress with cornbread pattern.
Oh, oopsie. Okay, I'm going to take over for just a second. Because can you do me a favor, little one?
Like,
And yep, can you wipe my my Angela? They don't sell these anymore. They're actually
luckily,
they're out of print. And Angelica Kitchen was a vegan restaurant in New York City for maybe 30 years. And it closed, sadly. It was one of my favorite little spots in the city, and it closed, and so their cookbook is very precious to me. All right. And this one is for Sharon, who I will share this with, who was asking for vegan recipes. So we were thinking of doing vegan Wednesday snacks that we like.
like cornbread.
Like delicious cornbread, right, Em? Okay. Let's see if we can make some room in the oven for both our bread and our cornbread. What do you think, Em?
I don't know.
Do you think we could do that? I bet we can.
Can I take the camera?
Let's keep it there for just a second, because I don't... All right, we're going to put this in. Ready? And then we're going to make the miso bread. Are you going to help me? sweetheart. How are you?
Can you?
Oh, Miles Morales has joined us. Do you want to say hi? Do you know what we're making?
What?
Something that you like to eat. Do you like the cornbread?
Yeah!
What do you like about it?
I can't move my finger was coming down.
Emmy's having Emmy's having a little chef snack. Okay, so what I like to eat with the cornbread, the kids like it with butter or just plain. What I like to eat with the cornbread is a where's my miso tahini spread. So they ask for, because I'm the only one who likes this, I make smaller amounts of it. The book says that you should make 1/3 of a cup of barley miso or white miso, 1/2 cup of water, and 1 1/3 cup tahini. I don't like to do that because I'm the only one who makes it, and it lasts about a week. So I make smaller versions of it in a ratio of 1 part barley miso, 1.5 parts water, and 4 parts tahini. So I've put 2 tablespoons of miso in here already. And it's going to call for, that's going to be, what is it? That's going to be 3 tablespoons. Your mother is on now, feeling self-conscious. That's going to be 3 tablespoons of water, right? So 2, 1.5, yes.
You doubling it?
I don't know why I'm doubting myself, but there it is. I do know I knew my basic times tables. Okay, and then we're going to do 8 tablespoons of tahini.
Can I help with that?
Definitely. So I'm gonna wash off my spoon so we don't get any miso on the tahini, although this is mostly what I use the tahini for. So we wash that off. Okay, we need 8 tablespoons of tahini, and that means, let me show you the first one, just for, so I'm gonna take this off like this, not too much, kind of like that, and then just kind of, it's a little tricky. It's a lot of tahini. So we'll do 1, not super precise, okay, we need 7 more of those. Should I keep track? Okay, 1, or 1. This takes a bit.
A little bit like that.
Yeah, that's fine. 2, not so precise. Wait.
Is it okay? I'm getting
Yes,
it on the side.
that's totally fine. So that's 2.
2.
The third one? It's okay.
3. That?
Yeah.
Not too much. Because also it doesn't come out all the way.
True, that's true.
Okay.
That's perfect. You're absolutely right. So that's 3.
4.
4.
They can't help me.
8.
No, I want this
That one's
side.
good. This one's more. 5. Let's do 5.
I'm doing it.
You're doing great.
This.
Just a little more in there. Okay, that's 5. Yeah, because it doesn't come out exactly.
And then we're going to wash off this.
Mhm.
Muddy.
Mhm. 6.
This.
Good job. Yeah.
It's a little closer.
6. Good job. And well, that's 7. Okay, and then the last one.
7.
Make it extra
Wait,
big one.
that's what I don't.
Oh, this is 8. Okay, great. Here we go.
Ooh, extra big?
Yes, because we didn't get it all. We.
Like that.
Yeah. Go go.
Extra big.
Okay.
Extra big. That's why I was
Okay.
trying to.
Now I'm gonna take my finger.
I'm not fond of using my fingers for this.
You're not, because it's kind of, you don't like the sticky
I
stuff,
completely
right?
forgot we were doing cookies.
You did? You were just thinking we were having fun
I'm
cooking
like,
together,
why
like we
are you
usually do.
explaining all this? I know this. Like,
Why, mommy? I know already why you do that. Okay. Here we go, and then I'm going to zuzz it.
can I help with that?
I think you can. So let me plug it in and see if I can get the zizzer in the right spot. Okay, here we go. Make sure we're not knocking anything over.
And we can go all the way from there to here.
We can, so they can see. So I'm going to put this on. There we go.
What
All right.
button is go?
Do you want to come over here and do it with me? Which button is go? Let me see how it feels just for a second so I can give you some pointers in case you need them. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, you ready? Oh, you're going to come closer to me. Because I can't bring my thing over there. This is a quirk of our kitchen. Can they see something? All right. Well, you don't have a pulse. You just let it go whenever you. You're gonna do this, and then push down, and push down. Can you do that? You got it? You want me to try it? We don't have quite the right thing for this amount. You want to look in? Do you like this? Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay, so Emmy, are you ready to? Then what will you do if you don't know what it tastes like? All right, you ready?
Oh,
You take out my finger. As I said, I'm the only one who likes this. Okay. Salty and delicious. For me. Yep, for me. I think that some of you might like it as well.
Not us.
Huh.
And we're looking for a whole family that likes me so tahini spread. Only one person in this family likes miso tahini spread.
True.
I mean, we all like cornbread, but we don't.
Robin Shoemace really likes our red KitchenAid mixer.
Thanks. That's Grandma Donna's kitchen mixer that we've appropriated. All right. Here we go. As you can see, it's really creamy and fun. If you are feeling down on a cloudy, rainy day, having a little cornbread open tahini spread is just the thing. If you are me, if you are anyone else in our house, it's just the cornbread that makes you happy. And that is all she wrote. The cornbread will be out in, let's see, another, okay Google, what's left on my timer?
17 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Great. So the cornbread will be ready in about 10-15 minutes. I'll check on it and I will post the results from the cornbread. And I want you to know that I'm on Friday at 5 o'clock, we will be making white cut chicken. We will be making white cut chicken with salty scallion oil, bok choy, and homemade steamed buns, which are really fun to make. And we've made them before successfully, and we have some steamers, so that's all possible. So you'll need flour and oil, bok choy, or whatever vegetable you want to do, a whole chicken, and lots of scallions and salt. We will post recipes for you, for anybody who wants to do a cook along with us on Friday. Otherwise, we'll see you Friday at 5. And if you like this, you want to share with some friends looking for vegan snacks, please do.
Sorry, Daddy.
Anybody say